Hello, everybody. Happy, what is it, Monday? Yeah, Monday, April 1st. Oh, geez. Today's April 1st? Man, okay. I was kind of thinking a couple days ago, I'll like fake pour water all over my work or something. That's past now, though. Sorry, responding to Lana right there. Got a bit distracted. Yeah, so, wow, I completely got distracted right there. Um, yeah, geez. What the heck? My friends all have clown icons on Discord. I don't... How? Why? Anyways, yeah, I hope you're all having an amazing Monday so far. Very humid, good day though. Beautiful weather outside. I've loved every bit of it. Strange day too. Just goofy quizzes, goofy people, as it goes. But yeah, wow, the Drawbox Promptathon has ended, sadly. I'm a bit glad because the streams then were going for about 2 hours straight because we had to finish about a drawing every day. But now we're back to our lesson content. Better than ever. I mean, we did kind of have like a mini training arc right there for like creativity and construction right there, and especially like speedy construction. But now we have all the time in the world. So yeah, thank you guys for joining me tonight, even though there's not really that many. We're gonna get to it. I'm actually listening to something different. I'm not sure if this will mess me up or anything. Delano's there. Okay, cool. Huge. I'm listening to Substantial. I have his Orion song. I don't know. Okay, Substantial's the artist. Okay, and the song is called Beautiful Work. I guess these are like other artists. I love it though. It reminds me a lot of Nujabes and other artists of the same kind of like jazz hop. Not even jazz hop. It's like, I don't know what to call it. I'm no musician, so musicologist, I should say. Anyways, yeah. So let's get into our warm-up of today. I feel bad. I don't think Delano knows that we're streaming, and so like we're chatting back and forth, and I don't want to like I don't want to be like, oh, hop in the stream. Here, you're right. Misspelled freeze. Okay, there we go. No more distractions. Let's get to it. It's a bit warm, isn't it? Yeah, so we're gonna pop over here. Start with a slow start, just a bit all over the place. Transition here, and for once I actually have the timer set up. So without any further ado, well, I feel a sty in my eye. Uh-oh, that's not good. Let us get to our warm-up. Oh, actually, we're gonna pause it. I'm gonna grab an underpage real quick. I guess we'll start with like a somewhat fresh underpage. There we go. Oh, and I didn't even start the timer because it was on the wrong one, so we got lucky there too. Very lucky tonight. Let's try to use that luck for the best, huh? And I always have to adjust my chair around. There we go. Okay. And my music player's freaking out and everything's falling apart, and for some odd reason it thinks it's 15 minutes, but it should be 10. There we go. Interesting. Oh, and I just hit my desk. Wow, we are all over the place, guys. I apologize. And the camera's off-centered, and life is falling apart, huh? Oh, look at that. There we go. I hate messing with the camera because, like, I don't associate well with... Okay, there we go. Cool? Cool. Oh, goodness. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, now I need to move more things. I've changed a lot of my setup, and so I have to still get used to, like, where all my new tools and stuff should be placed so that I can, like, rotate my paper yet still have room for everything. So, cool. Let us get started with a box. We're gonna do a bit smaller. Nothing too complicated today, I think. Oh, wobbly. I'm getting used to having the underpage again. Yeah, the promptathon was very fun. Just, I didn't realize how tired I'd be every day because, like, I'd stay up later Because like even though I started the streams earlier, that didn't still mean I didn't have other stuff to do. What am I doing? Jeez, that's awful. Let's try to fix that up. I tried like bending the line in the middle to make it go out more, but like that's not the point. It's to, you know, converge with the points we already have on the page. That looks about good. There we go. We're back on it. Bit wobbly right there. We'll fix it. Oof. Maybe I'm tired right now too. Maybe I just get tired when I draw. Oh wait, if we want to move that this way, it has to be about right here. There we go. I'll take it. Not totally vibing with this music right now. I usually listen to it while I study, but I don't think that's the right music for this. Uh-oh, Delano sent messages and I have not looked at them. Oh geez, we're all bumpy and oh, everything's falling apart. Maybe it's just the heat. Now that it's getting hotter outside, I can't get everything together. Yeah, it's a meh box, but whatever. Yeah, let's check everything. You know, let's do a better box. Let's do another one. I do want to become a boxologist one day, so let's have some fun. Make this one kind of goofy. Don't be scared of the box. Make the box scared of you. One does not draw the box draws them. It's a bit too foreshortened for my liking. Let's do that. Aye. We're also I was gonna change up the music, then I completely forgot. And the thumbnail of the music swapped on here. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, this is definitely not music for me right now. Let's see. Let's do this. We'll see if we like this. Ooh, okay. I'll look at it a tiny bit. We'll mess with that. Now that I looked away from the box too, I could probably have a bit of a buff in my observation skills. Nah, it's gonna be practically right there. And we'll foreshorten it, because why not? Yeah, it's my line work that's mostly upsetting me today. Very wobbly. I also still need to buy that HDMI display adapter so that we can I can actually read chat and look at references instead of having to look all the way behind myself. Probably gonna throw my neck out that way or something ridiculous. Okay, what was I doing? Because this does not seem right. This needs to go like down like right here. Okay, that needs to probably go a tiny bit more in. I think that's better. Maybe this needs to go in a bit, but that's about it. Maybe we just need to ghost more. Oh, we doubled up the line, but that's okay, I guess. Oh, we doubled that one up. Okay. Well, we're getting really good lines now, so we're doing something right. Even before doubling up on it. Looks pretty good. We can move that bit to the right, but I think that's fine. Cool. Okay, much better box, except for that lower line down there. Anyways, another thing I want to start doing is introducing, what's it called, like organic forms. You know, like, because we have our typical sausage form, right? Nothing too crazy. We love it. We love this little guy. He's been our friend, and we appreciate him. We can do our contours that we love. Something like that. So it's bending away from us. It's kind of going like this, right? Like that. And these are great, and we've gotten a lot better at them. But now I want to explore more. I want to see, you know, oh, geez. Because, like, there's technically infinitely many organic forms that we can make. I'm going to see if I could scooch my setup a tiny bit this way. Looks like I have to zoom in if I do that, but I think we can compromise on this. But yeah, I want to try... I guess I'll leave this for the Drawbox Discord, because I really want to experiment. I guess you could just maybe do, like, a blob. And then you can start giving this form. And I kind of see it now. And in fact, I could do this. And I kind of see it laying flat on the ground. So we kind of have that going there. This. And this is super wide and flat. I'm gonna kind of go like this to help it out. Just do that kind of. Show that it's rounded. Maybe that could have been a bit more like that. But then, yeah, that doesn't feel as satisfying as this for some odd reason. You know, maybe I could have made it more curved. So we could try that maybe. Amogos. And this one I kind of see. Maybe we could have like really high degree right here. I'm gonna have it turn away from us a bit. So the degree decreases. This one, just a really large degree. That was a lie. That was a very small degree. Kind of messed that one up, but yeah, okay. So yeah, we can start implementing twisting, turns, stuff like that. Gives us the chances to do ellipses. Not really, we don't get a chance to do our branches, so maybe we'll figure out a way to incorporate that. But I'd call this a very successful warm-up. And now for the scary part. The main, you know, is this sturdy? Hopefully not. We'll use this side. Is that me? Oh no, okay. We'll figure it out. Oh geez, now everything's dirty. Okay. Eraser shaving says it happens. But check on the YouTubes, make sure everything's going right over there. Make sure we're actually streaming. I've done that once before. Let's see, video details. We're good there. We're good here. Awesome. Okay. And we'll also check everything over here. Good. Oh, ooh, okay. Rise responded. So yeah, we'll talk quickly about what I wanted to do today. And here, so yeah, we'll do this, I believe. Yes. Okay, so today we'll be drawing Bitterroot. I know absolutely nothing about it. I probably should have Googled some fun facts. But we have these references here, and I was asking oh, there's bugs. Ew. No. Yeah, so there's these Bitterroot, very mystical looking thing. I love how it grows like out of rock and stuff like that, yet it's so beautiful. Very, 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 very cool. And Rise, I asked the Discord, and Rise said this one. And I think next stream we're going to do a mushroom because he recommended the mushroom. So, good stuff. So, yeah, we'll be studying this. And this one's quite dynamic. We have not only these little pods down here, which will be the easiest oval I've ever done in my life. Okay, well, organic form, I should say, too. But we also have this very beautiful figure, where I think... Okay, here's the thing, right? I don't think these should... Okay, no, I think this should be estimated with an ellipse. And then we have an ellipse right here, in the center. So we have an ellipse, and this is an organic form, not an ellipse. We have this, and then we have these branches, kind of like, you know, just identifying our form. So I think what we'll do is we'll start off with the base right here, right? Where all the flowers come up out of. And then we'll start with the ellipse over here. This one has a pretty high degree. I would say this one is close to 75 degrees to 80. I'd say 75 probably. And this one shares a similar, if not, yeah. So same degree, very large, very wide. And then there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's count that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Cool. I don't know what these are down here. Maybe those are extra petals. We'll figure that out. Here, for funsies, let's just look up Bitterroot anatomy. Bitterroot anatomy. Huh. This is not too helpful. I don't think anyone knows the anatomy of a Bitterroot. Huh. Anatomy diagram? I don't think maps qualify as that, but here, what is the scientific name for it? Okay, Lewisia? Thanks, Lewis. I bet Lewis discovered that. Lewisia anatomy. Bitterroot? Lobe? Okay. Not being very helpful. Well, does not look like we will be learning any Bitterroot anatomy tonight, guys. I apologize. Yeah, okay. Why did I just get hit with a wave of tired? These streams are earlier, I'm supposed to be more awake. Maybe I just need to sleep more. Sleep? Okay, cool. Well, with that being said, we're gonna pull my reference back up. And so yeah, let's go over our steps. Kind of copying the, can't remember, was it the daisy maybe? Yeah, somewhat like the daisy. Yeah, it's a weird mix between the daisy and the, hibiscus. And yeah, here's where my confusion kind of happens with the daisy and the hibiscus, is because I think one uses an ellipse to construct where they should land, and another doesn't. Oh, wait, notifications on Drawbox. Oh! Yeah, I got the Indomitable. Oh, cool. I got a perfect streak. On the thing, so I got a gold badge. Cool, can I wear that? That'd be awesome. Did I just hit log out? Okay, I didn't. Yo, this is awesome. Huh. Cool beans. Anyways, lessons. We're gonna go to lesson 3. There's the 25 texture challenge waiting for us as well. So that is something we should consider doing soon. Yeah, so the daisy demo does not use an outer ring for construction, which bothers me slightly. While the hibiscus does. If I were to construct this out in the wild... Actually, wait, no, I think Delano's critique actually had some info on this. Let's see. Is it even possible for me to find this? Maybe it was... I could just look it up in the lesson 3 in the Discord. Sorry for the delay, guys, but we're going to try to figure this out before we approach it. Let's see. Delano. And we want in lesson 3. Ah, here it is. Okay, let's pull up Delano's critique. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I've noticed for these pages you have a tendency to choose more complex, blah blah blah, not a mistake, home skills. It's good that you're attempting to challenge yourself by doing control tree, however. Always constructing your forms fully and drawing through them. Let's make... Yeah. Okay, looking at the okay. So yeah, looking at it, we want to do that line, I think. Overconstructing is in the world, but I think we'll do that line, or the ellipse around the upper part up here. But without any further ado, I think you guys can see my mouse, I'm not sure. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. So we'll start our hour timer and crush this. Maybe not in a day, but we'll try our best. Cool. So, yeah, we're going to start with that center one. Right there in the tiny bit. Even though I kind of want to start with the outer one, we're going to start with that one. And yeah, so we want to do it... I guess we'll do it in the center of the page. We won't be too scared. We may do this 50 times. Just warning you guys. So yeah, larger degree. And we'll set it... It is angled outwards a bit, so we'll do it at a bit... Let's see, that ellipse degree... That just means it's going to sit lower, so if we have our large ellipse, this one's not going to sit in the direct center, it's going to sit a bit lower, because it's bending out towards us. So we're going to do that. Just trying to think, if anything, it's pretty horizontal, the major axis, maybe a bit tilted. I think that's a bit large. Yeah, because, yeah, okay, that was very large. Okay, the real one should have been like this. That would have been much better. Okay, well, now we know that. And the larger one, we're going to redo this, so. And the larger one will be very circular. We want to apply that right, but it's going to be about... Cool. And then from that, we're going to do our lines out. And actually, that should have been a bit above, so it should have been, in fact, practically like this. And then our lines would have bounced out like this. We could have added a tiny bit of sway to them. And there's 15 of them, so these would disappear over here like that. And these would kind of go like that. We don't want a lot of sway, remember. And they all need to be radial, so yeah. So we need them to come from the center, in fact. They're all generally the same size. There are some gaps between them of these. These point more out towards us than they do in. So here, we're going to pull out the fancy red pen. So we want to start from the center. We want, obviously, a smaller center. And before I continue, I'm actually going to turn on my AC. It's a tiny bit warm. I'll be right back, everybody. We are back. Apologies. In fact, let's look at this pretty closely. We have our center degree, which is a bit like this. Then we have our little dome on top of it. Something like this. And then of that, we have our ellipse around it, which of its scale has about 1.5 right here. I'd say 3 to 4 of these. Maybe less. Yeah, it's longest, so probably about right here. Same thing over here-ish. And then about 4 up here, much larger. So we're going to get about something like this. And if we're going to draw the minor axis of this, or major and minor, we can see that this lands almost halfway, maybe 2/3 of this section. Maybe even less, maybe about a half. Yeah, depends on your margin of error, right? So now if we're going to construct a larger ellipse, we know based on this, this will be about right there. We can give it its form. So like that. And then from there, give our center dot. This one slightly towards us. These are pretty stiff. I want to really pass that through here. We don't want perfect symmetry, but we do want something mirroring symmetry, right? And then for their construction, they have this really pretty kind of, they go out and they fold like that. So they're going to go this out and fold down like that. Something of that sort. They're a bit wider. So out here we're going to see a bit more of that. And they do overlap a lot, so we do need to make them a bit thicker, I think. So this one goes in over with that fold. Just like that. And then this one sees that fold. Yeah, see, we have these gaps, and I suffered from this with the daisy. So, okay, let's try to make these really wide. Actually, this one has a bit of a gap naturally in it. This one's gonna have those really cool wiggles to it. Just looking at it, it's gonna be wiggle, wiggle, cut section. In fact, we shouldn't be doing that cut section because that's not the purpose of the construction, right? And this one over here is the first instance where we see, actually no, weirdly enough, these sides cause that. So let's try to really make them larger now, because only about like right here do they start separating size-wise. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we can add quite a few more. Get 2 like that. So this one's gonna be quite wide. It's gonna go out. So yeah, that overlap right there is good. Taco kind of come in like this. Bit of a sharper point right there. It should have been like that. This thing, we're going to see a lot of that taco on the side. And then this, we're starting to see that little bit of a cutoff almost. And yeah, this, remember, we need to get larger. So yeah, actually, that's not a good example. It's more like, let's say, get wider at bottom to force overlap. Because we try to taper it, but in reality, I mean, they do get smaller. So maybe that wouldn't be totally true. Because we do want this taper, this very beautiful natural taper to them. But I guess since they get so close to each other, they eventually overlap. So I guess we just need to make them larger in general. Compared to, so this needs to become smaller, I guess. So even smaller, so we'll start with I kind of like starting with our overall size. And in fact, we may do that because then I can easily construct the center. And we can say it's that small because that's a bit smaller. And then from there, we can do that. And then once we've done all of them, actually that center one should be the organic form. So it should be a bit of a wider degree. And then what we can do is we can do this. Something like that. Cool. Okay. Let's do our second attempt. So yes, we're gonna start from the center. Can't remember what that means. Oh yeah, with these lines, with that dot. Smaller center, of course, we had that issue twice. I'm gonna start with the larger line. I know that's a bit blasphemous, but I think it's more effective. More aligned to what I want to do here. And yeah. Cool beans. Let's get into it. Where did I put my pen? Right there. Okay, cool. Just letting it dry out over there, I guess. Fresh piece of paper. We aren't even halfway done with this paper, and this like thing of paper, and I've had it since the 250 box challenge. Oh my gosh. Maybe we need to do more challenges, guys, or waste more paper. So yeah, this one, I don't want to overdo it, but yeah, let's make it pretty large. We also have to have room for those parts of the root down there, so we'll be mindful of that. That is a bit wide for what I want, but we're going to stick with it for now. And then, in fact, yeah, I think that degree is just a bit excessive because here, I didn't want to do this, and I just want to give an example as to why this could be bad. So here's why having a degree like that is bad, is because while it may look right initially, this, oh, let's get that way larger. This is a smaller degree. This may seem like a larger degree, but that's the part that's tricking you. We want tip to tip of the flower. See, that's an oval. That is explicitly not 90 degrees. That's a good 75. So in fact, no, we don't want this. You have become a warm-up page. And yeah, of course, we need some room for the roots underneath, which will have definitely have their own organic forms tied to them. Something of that sort. Very high degree right there. In fact, the degree only gets larger as it goes away. Same thing there. So yeah, okay. Smaller degree. Oh my gosh, I wasn't even sharing my screen, guys. I apologize. This. We were doing this. Dang it. Okay, well, you got the gist, so let's do it. Yeah, I said waste more paper, so we're gonna waste more paper. We're gonna get this right. So, 75 degree. I'd say that's quite good. Gives us a lot of room underneath to work with too. Maybe a bit too much, but I think we'll be okay. So yeah, now we'll do the lower one, which is really low and really small, like we've talked about. Still in there, but I want it to be a higher degree, like we said, because it's going to encapsulate the entire thing in the center. My eyes started like twitching. Oh my gosh, too focused. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that may be a bit too low. But hey, it gives us another chance to do foreshortening, and we're not going to perfect it there. So here's our center. So now we're going to try to capture those in the drawing. So we'll start out with this very tall center one. And it goes like this. Okay. Oh, geez, it really isn't that bent. I'll try to recover. I'm gonna do like the main one, so this one's really pointing towards us. It's a bit to the left of that one. Need to ghost a bit more though. Let's see, we have three right here, and then this one's kind of to the right. It's a bit above, so like this, somewhat. And then we have one over here that's kind of doing the same thing. It's a bit back. Actually, it's a bit forward, so we'll do about right here. That was a bit too forward, wasn't it? We have this one that kind of jumps out. Like that. Bit too bendy, once again. Yeah, I'm gonna say this one is that one that's kind of pointed out, so we'll do this one is the true middle. Then we have one right here, which is quite large. We have that one that's kind of going down, so we'll kind of like go like that. In fact, it'll go out a bit, but we're gonna obey our construction for now. This one goes really low, so we're gonna go like that. This one jumps up. This one goes out. More of a curve upwards at this point. Actually, a lot of these are curved upwards. I probably should have done that. This one goes really far up, like that, and this one's kind of curved in the back, like that. So now with our form in the center, we're going to kind of add that depth to it. Something like that. Cool, cool. Our next step was to do the flowers, so we'll get cracking on that. So yeah, these, we're gonna start with the back one, just as a little bit of a test. So we want to go all the way out. It has that kind of ridge right there where it gets smaller, and then in down. So all the way out. And then down. Cool. Yeah, it remains, while it does taper, it remains the same size for a lot of it. Yeah, we don't really see a lot of the curve on that one, but the next one, its sibling, does definitely do a bit of a curve. It goes out and then in, out, in, taco. So out, out, in, taco. Taco, out, in. So out, in, taco. Okay, that little bump I did on accident kind of helps me out here, and then the taco part. Remember, these aren't perfect, but we do want to capture most of the form. Cool. Then this one, very wide. We're going to start with this one. We have a lot of that curve, so it goes out and then curve in. Out and then curve in. Round and then goes really wide and then in. So out, curve in, really wide. And for this one, we see a lot of that curve. We're even going to do for funsies just a little bit this. Cool. This one overlaps that. And it's just practically all taco. It's just this out, over, out, down, up, down, around, and then kind of copies it on that edge. So okay, didn't do the best job right there, made it a bit low, but then what we can do now, because yeah, that major line should have been the bottom of it, but now this is becoming the bottom of it. I really lost a lot of my depth right there. So yeah, newsflash, this line should be that lower line. We learned that today. Yeah, oh jeez, oh, that makes me upset. Hey, right, what the heck? Why is my YouTube chat not updating? Okay, there we go. Ultimate analysis on this plant. Yes, sir, of course. That was at 11. Okay, 2 minutes ago, so not the end of the world. Yeah. And in fact, I may restart. There's some things I definitely don't like about my leaf construction. In fact, I think, or my petal construction, mainly because I don't think I'm adhering to the original principles. I kind of forgot that this part is the spine of the leaf. I haven't been really obeying that, or the petal, I should say, geez. In fact, I'm going to finish the petals here, and then I'm going to restart. No one can stop me. I am God. So, yeah, we're going to do this lower one. And obeying it now. This should be much... Yeah, look at... Oh, the construction's so much easier to visualize. Oh, jeez. Doesn't look any better, but trust me. We'll practice a tiny bit more. This one's going to go over and over, and then we're going to get a little UE that actually connects to that. So over and over, UE. Something of that sort. think we were a bit exaggerative right there. And of course, somehow we still have gaps between our pedals. Lesson 5 is still kicking your butt. Rise, mod rise, cussing in my channel. I'm kidding. Sorry to hear, man, but hey, we march forth. The difficulty has come, and we are ready. This part goes around, out, over, definitely over, around, oh geez, around, out, definitely out, over, in. Did not at all accurately portray that, but it's whatever. This one? No, it's fine, dude. I don't care. I just stray away from it because, like, YouTube, but I'm not sure how, yeah, not sure how all they feel. Let's see, this one goes out, around, and these connect with the bottom of that sort. This, here's a good chance to really up our game. We're gonna go out, out, point, this, out. You can't be as afraid to really deviate from, yeah, because that's what gets us our overlapping lines that we like so much. This one here, I'm gonna go out. And I messed it up because I wasn't paying attention. I need to make the spine. We need to pay attention to the spine. You got Amex Platinum. Oh my gosh. Jeez. Gotta drop it everywhere now and be like, oh no, my Amex. My Platinum Amex. Congrats, man. Now you can pay all fancily with your Drawbox for the Patreon. Yeah, I'm not really liking these. We're definitely gonna redo this. This one, I like. It's cool. We're gonna do a, goes out. And then a fold. Something like that. And then of course back here we have this really cool wiggly one where we're gonna go this, wiggle in, wiggle out, wiggle, cut, over here. Something like that. So yeah, not bad. But I think we, my fiance was saying the same stuff. That's awesome. Hey man, congrats though, that's huge. I want to decrease the gaps. How do we decrease the gaps? Let's figure it out. First off, I think the form in the center and the scaling was pretty good for the most part. I feel like these were a bit small, so we could have moved this up a tiny bit. As for the scaling of things, see, that would have worked. And it would have gone like this and then this. Not even, it's like a tiny bit out and then this and then around, and that would have been cut off. So something like that. We can't be as scared. Same thing for this one. This is where it really got bad. Here's this actual spine, and what we want to be doing right here is that's going to be the bottom of the leaf. So now our little taco actually starts like this, right up here, and then it goes down, has its bump, and then in. And same thing over here. It's going to follow that because the curve, and then this, and then it's going to do whatever. And look, that's a good looking overlap. So we really need to be mindful of that going forward, of this is the spine of the leaf. So what we're doing now is we're connecting this part of the spine of the leaf to that. And yeah, that already looks much, much better. So we'll pay attention to that. I think that was our only major issue. Also, I think we're getting a bit too complex with these forms. I think we should literally just, for like example, the one on the far right, it's going to stick out like this. And then we're gonna go out. Starting from right there would actually be a lot easier. But we're gonna just kind of travel like this. And then it's gonna meet up at a point. So these all kind of curve up instead. I think that'd be more accurate to say. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So these need to curve up instead of, they're kind of over. So yeah, up, good, over, bad. Yeah, okay. Let's get to it. We got this, guys. And I'm honestly kind of abusing the fact that we're back into lesson 3 and there's no more 2-hour drawing streams, because those were taking a lot out of me. I'm not gonna lie. It is kind of weird how much more views the Promptathon got than our average lesson streams. I don't know how that works, but Who knows? Maybe it's just the thumbnails. Sorry if you guys heard that right there. That was me missing the whatever called mute button. Anyways, let us continue. Yeah, it was whew, it was a lot of work. Alrighty, so 75 degree, slightly angled, large ellipse. Not too close to the top this time. Not bad. Bit wavy over there, but we'll survive. This is definitely angled, but I don't think that's the end of the world. Now we're going to draw our center node. A bit closer to the middle this time. Good. No, they aren't really behaving with the same minor axis, but I think we'll survive for now. Yeah, you're streaming other material, that's for sure, yep. Okay, so now we want to curve upwards. So I need to pull up my reference better. Zoom in. So yeah, these are going to curve upwards like this, just a tiny bit. We don't want to be too excessive, but the center of it's going to go like this, like that. I like it. The one towards us, going to go up towards us. These ellipses definitely don't match, but one more time, guys. Trust me, I have a reason, and it's a very good reason. It is because, one, I don't like it, but two, my setup, and this is a very, very dumb complaint, I'm sorry. My camera is now to my left, and I can't make it reach far enough for me to draw my right, and so I'm having to tilt the page more instead of looking at it flat. So I'm fixing it. You know, we're going to stop goofing around, and try to get a pretty good one going here. So yeah, there we go. I'm seeing it now. I don't like how I'm holding my pen though. Better, a lot better. Okay, I like that a lot. This is it. This is it. This is the one. Okay, lower node, not crazy low, but about right here. Very nice. Very nice. And now we have the top of the node, which we'll construct. Goes up a bit. And we have this contour line to kind of help us. Okay, so these are going to point back. This first one's going to point back quite a bit like this. Cool. We're going to obey this up the construction line now. So we see that this one's a bit to the left, but still curving towards us, right? Like that. This one over here. Actually, let's do our kind of divvy up tactic, right? So this one's a bit to the right, but still going like that. And then the next quarter, which is really kind of facing away from us, as such. This one is kind of just in the smack middle. This one's really close to it. This one's in between these two. I made that a bit to the right, my bad. That's more accurate. There's, I'd say, a greater gap between here and here than here and here. So we're going to go a bit to the right on this one. Cool. This one's very low. And this one's also very low. So I'm going to make it curve a lot more. Let's see, this one, the median here is a bit more to the left. I think these curves are a bit too extravagant, but we'll see. This one right here. We have one kind of underneath, so these are very close. We're gonna have a quick curve on it to say, oh, it's under. And then finally, we have these two. This one's far away a bit. Like that, bit wobbly, oops. And of course, this one in between, pretty solidly. There we go. Very nice. So, I'm gonna leave the leaves there for a second. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have these nodes down here. I'm gonna draw these. Like that. And this one over here. Then we have organic forms for these. This is going to be quite difficult, but we got it. We want to consume it a bit, right? And it tapers at the top. It's hard to do it upside down, but I don't want to do the form. Actually, I can. So yeah, this and it's going to kind of go inside. It has a bit of that dent right over there. Bit like that. And this form right here, which is pretty round. It just is going like this, practically. Something of the sort. Now we can do some contour ellipses on them. Let's start with the back. These are very, very large. And they kind of decrease as they get closer. And these are very to the side. Of that sort. Cool. Looks a bit wonky right now, but we'll get to it. These we actually have a bit of a cool excuse over here. These are, while the degrees aren't large, branches minor axes are. About like that. Let's see, they're kind of coming towards us, so the degree is going to decrease as we get over here. Slightly larger degree right here, but still. Like that. Cool. Okay, now for the part I've been dreading. Let's do it. So, we'll start with this one. I feel like this one is the most direct. Or we could do this one. It's gonna go out, above the stem, curve, dip, out above the stem, curve, dip, dip, up, in. So this, curve, dip, up, in. This, curve, dip. And once again, I think it was too small. Very much too small. But that's okay. We just started. We have a lot of opportunity to fix this. The next one. This one, we're going to start up. Pretty narrow. Then big spike. And then here. It's going to be a bit of an arrow. And then we're going to go back. Big spike. And then in. So start narrow. Start narrow. Whole thing like this. Spike. Up. Big spike out. In. Of the sword. Nice. I see that was somewhat successful. Over here, we have this trailing bit that goes up here, and then tacos up here, taco, then kind of go straight out, and then settle in. It's this taco, something like that. We'll fill in for right here. There is one underneath that we can kind of do. But we'll worry about that in a bit. Up here. It's kind of trailing the spine, just a bit above the spine. And then it has a dent in here. Then it goes out and then in. So, kind of trailing the spine. And it goes out here. Taco. Out like that. This one's underneath. We're going to save that for a second. This one, pretty straightforward over here. And then, so yeah, pretty straightforward. And then we have this turnaround and then in. So it's pretty straightforward over here. And then sharp turnaround in. And then out, like that. Perfect. Let's do the inner one now. This one's going to be a pretty typical... It's going to curve up a bit, and then here, very short nub, and then in. Makes a bit of an arrow on the top, so... Nub. Something of that sort. This one's pretty lonesome. Oh wait, no, we have one over here. This is the very curvy one where we're gonna go like this. This over here. So this in, cuss, in, like this curve. Like that. And then we're gonna see a bit of a, like that. Beautiful. This one's pretty on its own, and there's nothing too crazy going on with it. I'll leave him Steve. Out and point out. It's kind of a rounded like that, so. Out and point like this. Beautiful. Let's see for the next one. We have this one that kind of just hangs out near the spine. Like this, and then curves over here and goes in. So this one kind of hangs near the spine. And it goes like this, and then like that. Perfect. And the entire time we're going to kind of trail it with the bottom of the leaf like that. Oh. Messed up right there. More ink won't fix it though. Cool. Over here, we're going to... We'll worry about the rocks and stuff in a bit too. We're actually going to skip this one and go to the next one. Uh-oh, I think we have an extra here. Okay, no, we don't technically, but yeah, okay. Whatever. So this one is the one that's very taco-like. So it's following very much ahead of it the entire time. And then it finally ends and does a U here. So it's like this the entire time. And then does a U right there. And this goes out. Like that. Then we could do this one over here. Right next to it. Once again, it's kind of following the spine. And has a less dramatic U. Because we see more of it because it's behind there a bit. My ink wasn't flowing, that's great. We can kind of turn that into a texture too, but with that extra line, that's annoying me a bit. Cool. So you have this one that's implied to be underneath, and a lot of it is only visible through its side. And then right here, we end a bit early, like this, and then begin curving around a lot. So following it down here, and then we end a bit early, and then we go like that. Very nice so far. I'm liking this. This one, yes, that was in the back. That sort. Oh, it's underneath, so we shouldn't have doubled up that line yet. This one goes out. Not much of an overlap. In fact, it starts overlapping right here. So it crosses the spine right here, and then does its U, and then hangs out like that. So that's the thing. I want to draw it like this would be the easiest and where I could do the best technique, but this is where I could see the form, and I want to see the form at all times. So yeah, we're going to go out like this, pinch, go over the form, in, and then go like this for the rest of the way. Cool. Okay, this one, it's weird. It's very diamond shaped. So we're going to go kind of this. Nothing too crazy other than that. Like that. And finally, last but not least, the one that's right in front of us, causing the most amount of visual obstruction when it comes to being close to us. And we remember, we want this one to be large, like these. And it's going to have our U. So we're going to come up from over here, get really wide, then have this U, have another U, and then go up and back in. So come up right here, have this U, and then go really up, and then back, like that. And we can cover up those, like this, and boom, we have that one. And now to fix this bottom one, there is one underneath. I'm not sure if we're allowed to draw that. There is one underneath though. So we're gonna kind of do this. And it only goes from like here to like right here. And these are the plants from underneath. Cool. And that's that done for this second. Oof, a lot. We're going to focus on these now. We're going to do our branch construction. And I'm not going to do tons into there because I don't want to make it really confusing. Sit up. Fix your form. Literally. And it's a purple plant. Maybe we should just do all purple plants. I took some pictures of my mom's garden when I was back at home for Easter. She has some amazing purple flowers, so. Oop, accidentally connected them. There we go. Let's do one more in here. Like that. You guys think I should just start doing like Five Nights at Freddy's or like Poppy's Playtime content to get more views? Hey, what's up, Burb? What a perfect time to join in. And the answer to that question is no. You guys say no, Kavel. That's a bad idea. Please don't do that. And then I do it, and I get tons of views, and then the channel dies out instantly. Open up a cold one real quick. Just kidding. I don't drink during streams. Please don't drink, unless you're like of the age and responsible. Yeah. What a nerd. I should have bought peach. I have like sparkling water, and I bought orange. I should have bought peach. Anyways, back to our little rose forms. This one's going to be kind of difficult to construct because I don't know totally, because there are smaller forms on top of it, which we can definitely draw, but I don't know, like, do we draw through it? So yeah, this one, which I kind of want to tackle first, which goes over here on the top of the form. So it intersects the form like this, then it goes around, so this, and then it goes over the form like this. It goes back and then has this thing, and then it goes like that. This one has this, it goes around, and it's kind of forming like a tulip slash rose type beat. It goes over here. So like that. And then finally, we have this over here, which goes out and forms this like little tint kind of thing. So we have in the inside, this goes out and then in. So out and then in like that. And it connects and goes like this right here. Perfect. Then we have another bud underneath that, just kind of going like this on the surface. And then we continue wrapping. That's beatboxing, not rapping, I apologize. We go like this. And then in. And then we have those ones closest to us. We go like this, and then have a lower degree because it's kind of pointing away from us. And then we have these smaller ones. So we'll do that. Perfect. Okay, and we got this one over here. And we should probably set up like that is the surface of it. We have this main petal right here, which goes like this over a bit, and then it forms the actual petal shape and goes back in. So nothing too complex. Like that. Let's see, we have one that kind of over encompasses a lot of it and does that. So it goes over here. Perfect. Then we have this over here, which jumps from the inside. Looks like salami, or like prosciutto. Like that. Then we just have more and more of these little things shooting out. Like that. A bit awkwardly angled, but I think we'll deal. Cool beans. Yeah, I did make these a bit too large compared to the actual form on accident. Oops. Yeah, I feel like the petals need to be larger. I always suffer with that. I don't know how to fix it. Only if I just made this larger, I guess. I don't know. Or those smaller. Who knows? Okay, cool. Let's draw. It's gonna get a bit chaotic, so we're gonna draw the leaves first and try to like figure those out, and then we'll start worrying about everything else. So we'll just start outlining the things that are precedent. So this has a higher precedence. Don't want those white little dots everywhere, but we'll survive for now. This, which is over that one, which does have a bit of overlap right there. And there's this leaf, which is overridden by this one. And this one, which still stays on top. We stay on top. Cool. And we got this one right here. really want to emphasize that U right there, that kind of curve. Makes it look a lot smoother. This one's very important that we do the underline a bit under the actual line. Like we reinforce it a bit under, because we want to emphasize the space right here. And then this one, past this one, which is very hard to see. Oh geez. Is on top. It's on top of everything around it, so. There's definitely some errors here, but I'll leave it for the Drawbox pros to help me out. Definitely going to send this one in the lesson chat. And of course, as per usual, guys, if you have any major critiques of my work, wow, I would love to hear them. Always very beneficial towards my learning career. These white spaces keep happening in between. There we go. Continue these. So this is the underneath one. This one is above that. Only 5 minutes left. Oh no. We'll get a chance to reinforce a lot of these forms and we can call it that. We can do some texturing tomorrow. And of course the rocks and stuff underneath. Which is going to be a bit interesting because those are some heavy rocks. And it's very important because Bitterroot like grows in environments like these, so it is kind of, like I said, important. Jeez, repeating myself. To put it in an environment that it belongs. Sound like Snape right there. Belongs. Pata. Does he say the T or hit the Pata? Nice. Okay. Now we can do these. Can reinforce those branches just a tiny bit. Try to reinforce that these are sticking off of each other, so they're like very high, and so like things like this may have a bit more shadow. Nope, a bit too much right there. wonder why it's called Bitterroot. If I saw this in a cave, I would not eat it. Like, why? It's literally a beautiful flower growing out of the ground. Have you never read a novel ever? Actually, no, that'd probably give you powers. I'd do it. Like, maybe you could, like, have magic or something like that. Cool. Cool beans. I'm gonna say we call it there. Oh, yay! Thank you very much, Rise. I'm gonna crush the next lesson. I hope so. I have some stuff I definitely need to nail out here. Hammer out here, I should say. I don't know how the sayings go. And I'm a bit scared of the rocks. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna wrap up in the last 2 minutes, you know, kind of celebrate. Hey, we're ending on time for the first time in a while. Actually, we're 1 minute, if we're 1 hour 30, so we're already technically over our par, but whatever. Anyways, so review of the day. And this will be an important review because we're actually back into it all. So starting off, we had a great warm-up today. First box kind of meh, so we really locked in, and we decided we want to start doing organic form warm-ups. I'm not sure what those are going to look like. I'm going to do some research, but I want to start messing with organic forms, really giving them form, and trying to do my best to construct them and estimate them with curves. And then we did our first attempt, which was this over here. I'm ignoring some of our other attempts. And we realized, okay, here's what the degree should be, here's roughly where it should land in the node because we're looking into it's cone-like, and then the actual shape and why these need to be larger. Then we gave it another attempt right here, and we're like, okay, this isn't going well, and why? First off, we kind of gave up on the leaves halfway through, but adding to that, we were curving them outwards when they should have been curved inwards. So that was like the main important thing right here. And then, yeah, leaves, we weren't following the stem. That was also a very, very important thing. In fact, it's so important, guys. Give me a second. I'm going to open up my lesson 3. Oh, whoa. Lesson 3 tips and tricks. This is going to be from, what demo was this? This wasn't even demo. It was just the Bitterroot Study. And it's follow these stems. Very important. What else? Larger leaves issue unresolved. We haven't really figured out our larger leaves. And yeah, proportion is something difficult, but I know that's just gonna come with time. You know, we're gonna have to do that. Then finally we landed here. Some issues I instantly noticed were the size of these and then the scale. I'm a bit scared of drawing the rocks, but that's another issue for another time. Tomorrow we're gonna start the day by doing those little like pistol seed things in the center. Oh wow, that kind of scared me because like I had no idea what moved it. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna start it tomorrow doing that, but other than that, I think that's everything for today. Oh shoot, yeah, I forgot to explain the schedule. Yeah, today's Monday. Wow, okay. So, unfortunately, guys, I will not plan on streaming tomorrow, Tuesday, and the next day, Wednesday. Yeah, I think, because I have an exam on Thursday and Wednesday. Or it's not really an exam on Wednesday, it's just a very, very heavy quiz. And I don't want to take any chances with that. And so since that's on Wednesday, I'll need some extra time studying Tuesday. And then Wednesday, I have my exam on Thursday, so I'll need to grind that night. That's the thing. I may stream Wednesday. Because last time I studied for this exam, I ended up just building a bot with Python instead of actually studying, and it turned out fine. Yeah, I think it was that exam, right? Yeah. So either I'll stream or I won't stream, and I'll be playing R6, and the mods can yell at me and say you're a horrible streamer, I'm unsubscribing and quitting as your mod, and I'll cry. But with that being said, thank you all for joining me tonight. So yeah, don't plan on there being a stream tomorrow or Wednesday. We'll come back Thursday strong. Maybe there will be Wednesday. Wouldn't hold your breath. Yeah, so once again, thank you guys very much, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye for now.